just gonna have to, because I didn't go to basics, so I wouldn't know. So you're gonna have to know how to when to speed up and when to slow down in your life, um, in military life actually. So hello all of you on YouTube. We're live on YouTube. I'm stuck in Mississauga. No transportation. 4 hours before Bhikkhu Bodhi's event, so I figured I would go live and answer questions across the board, make myself useful on this Sunday, holding somewhat of a Sunday service. How can I deal with short-term sadness? Good question. A lot of people are sad right now. Number one, number two, situations and economy. It's important to focus on what's going right in your life. Good health, rejoicing and gratefulness of good health. 'Cause a lot of people did not get to open their eyes this morning. A lot of people died this morning. It's sad to think about, but it's true. Um, and just to focus on what's going right in your life with your family, whatever is going right, just focus on that. The brain tend to veer towards negativity quite often, and we have to know how to direct and redirect the mind. And for those of you who are asking questions, you can go live and dig into it a little bit more, whatever you feel comfortable sharing, because this is because I don't if I don't know your age, it's hard for me to pinpoint and give general recommendation. Under 25 asking this question, yeah, chemical changes in your brain versus someone who is 40. You know, so feel free to go live. The only water from the airport in here. I better figure this thing out quick. Need energy for the next 4 hours. No idea where to go to eat here. And it's cold, and I don't have my jacket. I'm lacking a lot of stuff this morning. Still smile. Mm. Feeling sad, no reason. Could be chemical imbalance, could be external circumstance, could be family, could be things that are long, steaming, deep rooted for a while. It's been unaddressed. Let me see here. Yeah. I have a person on Instagram that says, very true, reprogramming your mind for positivity can be quite hard. I have Jorge calling me. Call Jorge back on the other phone real quick. Of course, you'll be on airplane mode. Let me call Jorge back. Please connect. Now it's not even connecting. Oh, technology in Canada. Jorge's like, did you make it okay? Come on, come on, come on, come on. This phone is not cooperating. But we have Wi-Fi, so that means I can call them on FaceTime audio. It's working. It's working. It's ringing.
It costs money to call out there.
It doesn't. It's free. You're live. You're on speaker. You're live on all of my social media platform. I'm going live because I'm stuck here in Mississauga.
You're stuck where?
I'm stuck in the city. I'm only 2 miles away from the event, but I'm stuck here because the rental car last night, they were like, "You have credit card?" And I'm like, "No." And I'm like, "Y'all take debit?" And they're like, "No." I said, "Well, if I had a credit card, how much is the hold for the rental car? Budget in, or I mean, budget rental car." And they're like $750, and I'm like, "Hi, Felicia.
Oh my God, really?
It's okay. Is this right now? I haven't
Is there
eaten."
any way that we can do it from here, like through Expedia?
Nah, it's okay. It's okay. It's all right. It's only a couple hours away, and once the event is done, I'm flying out tomorrow morning. So
Yeah, but how are you gonna be able to get there now? Like, are you able to get?
Uber. The event's only
Oh,
2 hours, so
okay. Well, I'll send you something to help with the Uber.
yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. It's just, if Karma wants me to stay here in this hotel, that's because Karma wants to keep me,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
right?
I agree. I mean, yeah, that's a great one.
Because right now this morning I tried to call Alex multiple times on the phone and he did not. So that means somebody was partying last night to the point where they are knocked out this morning.
Mm.
So somebody's not keeping the precepts.
Yeah. Oh, especially that one. I mean, everybody has their things they struggle with, but those, can't say anything. We all have our way that we learn. We
Oh,
all have it.
oh, it's gonna be
What is
rough.
the saying that says, "I'm the owner of my karma. I inherit my karma. I am born of my karma. I live supported by my karma. Whatever karma I create, whether good or evil, that I shall inherit, and I alone."
Yeah.
I just like when it says, "I'm supported by my karma,"
Mm.
which means that whichever way you're supported by, whether that be, like if you're dealing with a lot of stuff, it's, you're supported by your karma.
Yeah.
Make different choices. Obviously, the same choices haven't led to anywhere that you want to be at. It's not about place, but I mean, like as far as like position.
Yeah. So what you got?
Position.
So what you guys got going on this morning?
We woke up early. We're doing Christmas decorations. We're going all out this year because we want to bring cheer to the community due to the most recent disaster, things that people have been going through. A lot of people are still at a loss. They have a lot of reasons not to look forward to. But we're trying to just make do our part to make it more merry and cheery around here. So we're doing like lights and so we're going all out to bring a better cheer to everyone around us.
That's really nice of you guys.
Mm, thank you.
Yeah. The spirit of
Yeah,
Christmas.
Jennifer's really good at that because she's very detailed. Like she's very good at craftsman, and she's not like she's very good at putting things together and like adding it. And I'm also good at just more on a more bigger scale. But thank you.
I see.
And then today we want to practice the precepts because today is the new moon day.
Mm.
So we wanted to add the not eating from midday till next dawn, to no beautifying the body, garlands, beautifying the body or entertainment or any type of shows. I know that's old text because we're not gonna go to any shows, whatever shows they were having back then. And then the no sleeping or sitting in lofty or comfortable chairs.
You both are practicing that?
We usually do. We did not the last full moon, but the one before that. Yeah, we did need today. So we try to do that on the new and full moon days. Yep.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. We're very aware of it. Not to mention that in accordance with what the Buddha already told us, Yuta Dhammo said something good point. He goes, yeah, if you only ate once a day, you wouldn't have to worry about overweight or diabetes or all these other things. All those things would go away because you would eat in accordance with just sustaining the body, which is where we're at, training, trying to get away from that pleasure eating. We all know where that leads. Mr. Baba. Mr. Baba, where are you? We want Baba Niroda.
Well, good for you guys. Good for you guys. Not a lot of people wake up and think about the 8 precepts. That brings a smile to my face.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's no sense in waiting, right? I mean, if we say, okay, we're going to do it next one, which sometimes we do, but we make sure that we an honest effort, your name to the next new or formal meet, that we're going to follow, we're working through it. I mean, we get through the day. The last time, before I knew the rule of the next dawn, so I knew that it was no eating after midday, but I wasn't sure. So I says, if there's doubt, don't move. In other words, if there's doubt, further investigate. Because that means that here in Otapa, it's like, oh, excuse me, you may be heading in the wrong direction here, buddy.
Mm.
So, yeah, so it's our aim. Yeah, it's what we do.
Very good.
I've trained Jennifer to know what we're doing and what we're doing. To practice sense restraint.
Is this what she wants to learn, or you volunteered?
No, she did. She said it on her own. Yeah, no Gestapo here.
Oh.
Gestapo in this room, in this area.
Yeah.
I want to send you a picture of that ornament Buddha that I got. I was just thinking about that this morning. Anyway, Jennifer doesn't believe in magic. First of all, the whole thing is magical, but she doesn't believe in this. If it's not scientific, she doesn't believe in coincidences. She doesn't think things like that happen. She's like, oh, no, you had to know it was there. Really? So it's funny. So when things like that happen, I'm like, what else? How else would you explain this type of magical stuff that's happening? I mean, the Buddha said over and over that he visited different realms. Did you think he did that just because he wanted to make it up, or he went to visit his mom to teach you the Dhamma? Do you think the Buddha's enlightened, cannot lie, built up this through different lifetimes, infinite amount of lifetimes. And he's saying that he's been to the realm to visit his mom, so that should tell you alone that these things exist. They're a thing.
Mm. Okay.
And how about you? How was your morning? Besides the Uber thing.
No, I've been knowing this. That last night, it just, I was just like, that's okay. I mean, it gives me a chance to reconnect with everyone online. So it's no biggie. It's not an emergency. It's nothing urgent right now. Everything, I can get food somewhere. So not biggie.
Well, yeah, let me. Well, I'm going to send you at least. Yeah.
Yeah, oh, I guess there's a couple people that wanted to see me here in Toronto, so I'm hoping that someone, would come and number one, hang out with me. Number two, we can, go and eat in the city.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, so I just sent you something for you to have some.
Thank you.
Myself alone.
Thank
I don't
you.
know how. I think, is our money worth more? I think we lived in reverse for a while.
Probably a little bit, yeah. Yeah.
Money is such a funny thing because it's really just an agreement between people.
Yeah,
yeah. Tells us, convention is just agreement. We forget that we just agreed to it.
Professor.
We've been duped.
Did you ever look up Professor Yuval Harari?
Yeah, yes. Well, I actually used to follow him when you mentioned to him about the AI thing. I still haven't watched that TED talk, the one that you were referencing.
Yeah.
However, I do know he's very smart. I'm still trying to figure out the whole artificial mental thing. In other words, it's still part of the physical realm either way. So there's parts of that like the AI can simulate or automate. That Tomato says it's just mechanical think,
I'll answer your
basically,
question
like
here
based on
shortly.
logic. Well, I haven't seen any. Why were you asking, Master? I'm sorry.
Oh, just because the historian Professor Harari talks about the story of money, which is the Economist. How they basically they make up the story of money. So it's just he puts it the way that he puts
Right,
it.
right. That's what I'm saying. It's like we all agree to it, and nobody stopped to say, "Wait a second, hold on. I do not agree that I'm going to trade you 5 Betsy cows for my 20 roosters." It's an agreement. We forget that it's an agreement between us. That we agree that diamonds are going to be worth X amount of whatever. And it's like, and yeah, you can be fooled by this agreement and think that, What's the same with the congas?
Yeah.
Like, are we really are you really just the 5 peeps? Like, that's really what you are through and through? Like, really? Okay. I'm good luck with that.
Very good. Well, you guys carry on with that. I'll see you guys 8:30 tonight on the phone.
Yes, I will. We'll have a wonderful continuous journey. Remember that everything is just an experience and it's a lesson to be learned.
Yes, indeed. And how
Because I know from you.
and how
Yeah.
karma likes to throw things like this at me.
I'm a firm, not even believer, but I have so much conviction in karma because when you look at things in cause and effect, you really start to. It makes more things more. You can accept them differently. You understand them differently. Yeah, and karma is one of those things where I was like, the way I explain to others, like if you double of the same, but that's just me being conservative. Double the same.
Got a good question here. I want to answer it after
I was like,
going
karma's the type that you'll have a palace, you'll have offices all over the world, and then all of a sudden, because you did it with unwholesome actions, the rug gonna be slipped over. You'll be out of there as quickly as possible. And this is, it's a good thing to have, not a fear of karma, but you understand that, you have this restraint when you're like, wait, I know where that, I'm not going to engage in this anymore. So karma definitely is one of the things that, like the Buddha said, don't even think about trying to understand the mechanics of karma because I couldn't even do that. He's like, what you need to know is the important thing, which is, your actions are, you reap what you sow. What you put out is what you get.
Okay, very good. So carry on and send me some pictures, huh?
I will.
I gotta get my morning.
Thank you so much.
Get my morning going here.
Day. I'll call you. I'll see you at 8:30.
Thank you for choosing Air Canada.
Air Canada.
Bye. All right, someone asked a question here. Aquarius. All right, so it's asked, having conversation in 2 days after 8 year separation. I plan to approach with love and understanding. What is your advice to approach someone who is still hurt but willing to talk? Well, first thing is we change typically every 5 years. All you got to do is look back 5 years ago who you were and, kind of project in the next 5 years who will you be? With your mental disposition, nature, style, disposition, character, what you've learned, what you have unlearned, what you have accumulated, what have you let go. And so approaching conversations years after separation is to approach it with curiosity. Curiosity, just the things that you wanted to tell them back then, but, or the conversation you wanted to hold in place back then that you couldn't do it now. Now's a great time to do it. Be aware of your emotions. Be aware of things from the past that could come up. Because the body keeps scores, and so certain things things could be said that will trigger certain emotions, and because of that emotion you may react foolishly, unskillfully. So just and approach it with honesty and transparent. If there's intention, just be honest with the intention. My intention with you is, and the point of this conversation is having that statements help the other person understand your position, where you're coming from right now in this exchange. So yeah, that's a good question. It can get deep. That's just a surface level question. I mean, because I don't know how you guys broke up. I don't know who broke up with who and how, when, how, where, why. Yeah, but I hope that does it justice with that question. And there's a student that I wanted to hear from. Let me see if this student would pick up. Hey, this is the office of the Buddha. Let me know it's a good time to talk. He probably doesn't recognize his number. That's why. More questions, folks? Perhaps I need to get my morning going here. Let me see what restaurante is open around here. Vietnamese restaurants open at 12, another 45 minutes. 1.5 miles. Open in 11:30. Oh, guess I'm going there. Oh, yes, I'm hungry. I need to formulate my question for Cody in this little thingy. No questions in my head. I had yesterday. I should have wrote it down. No more questions. Can we talk a bit on grief? There are 5 stages of grief you will go through. Again, I'm not sure if this is the death of a person or the death of a pet, but the Uber driver gets 1 star from last night. Almost got killed like 3 times in this Uber. So 5 stages of grief. Oh, my partner, I'm so sorry for your loss. There's 5 stages of grief that we go through by Dr. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross. So you may want to look that up. Dr. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, 5 stages of grief. It all goes in different order for different people. We all deal with grief differently. um, depression, anger, bargaining, just dabda, denial, anger, bargaining, depression, acceptance. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough with grief. It take years to heal. I dealt with so much grief in my life, and I was going to do a recap on my life about how I fell in love at a very young age, and yeah, that person died when I was very young. I just didn't know how to deal with it. Just the compile of stories that I have in my life, just like wow, wow. It's no wonder why I have the programs that I have today. So my Uber is coming on the way. Glad to share over the past, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes with you guys. But please feel free to ask more questions. Again, my thingy that's happening today is another 3 or 4 hours. 4 p.m. it starts. Ooh, Uber's 2 minutes away. I gotta head downstairs. Thank you all, and if I come back, probably go live again. So yeah, check out pages for more teachings. Take care.